The sun is up. It's warm again. All right, welcome to Candid Travels, Texas. We got some guys working here. All right. Hey. Look at that sun, man. Ooh, so good, so good. Anyway, welcome again to Candid Travels, Texas. And it is now warm. And like I said, we're at the, where are we? The beginning of March. So this year, at the beginning, it did snow, by the way, this year. It snowed here in Central Texas. It was amazing. And here, shout out to, every time I wear this shirt, the Bald Cafe shirt, I think about Harry James, my UK brother, and how much he has helped young men with androgenic alopecia, which means you're genetically predisposed to have no hair, just like it's a kind of a hair color. I know a lot of people don't really think of it that way, but for men, some of us, we're just genetically not supposed to have hair once you hit puberty, right? So it's a genetic condition. There's nothing to be ashamed about, this type of a thing. It's a hair color. All through the movies, if you've seen a couple of the TV shows and movies that I've been on, every single time, it's not real hair. Not real hair, okay? And it is what it is. For me, my hair started receding when I was around 12 years old. I didn't notice it until age 13. So I kind of thought something was going on in 6th grade, but then by 7th grade, I noticed I had to wear my hair longer. And so this is one of the things guys who are young men and boys that have thinning hair will do, is to wear the hair long. And then you can kind of when it's long, instead of a crew cut, you can it's easier to hide it. But by age 13, of course, I was in a private school, is in Houston, and we had the uniforms and we had to have a military officer haircut. And by then, I could totally tell that my hairline was already, receding and all that. And eventually, it was a lot easier. By high school, on the track team, I just would cut my hair real short, and doing sports and martial arts. But, in Hollywood, back when I was making movies, everything was about this hair thing. So I'm glad there's guys now that are doing, movies like Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, we got musicians like myself, Pitbull. We don't wear hair. It's okay. We're men. It's all right. And beard or no beard, it doesn't matter. I actually have a very thick beard, but I just don't like it. I could do it. Allison is like, hey, why don't you wear a beard? No, it's okay. It's okay. I can do it. It's just I like having my face clean so I can eat, and it's just cleaner. It's cleaner. Anyway, yeah, I feel real good. I just got out of the shower and shaved and everything. So yeah. So look at how much the weather just changes. The weather's just constantly changing, man. Of course, Allison just got some distilled water. Drink your distilled water. Yes, distilled water. Okay, so today I wanted to share the speed tactic. Speed, S-P-E-E-D tactic for the ATX ITAC family. And this is more along the martial arts sport aspect of it. So I'm not talking about using tactical unarmed combat, real life stuff here. This is more along the lines of if you are in competition, either a traditional martial arts competition or you are in mixed martial arts, MMA competition, boxing, wrestling, or whatever. Okay, so in ATX ITAC, I teach this concept. And what it is that a lot of people, when they are fighting someone that they think are faster than them, that they can't compete. All right. And so, hey, look, it's so warm. The kids are out swinging. Little boy swinging. Our neighbor. All right. Okay, so, oh man, look at all these new McMansions being built over here. I know it doesn't look like one right now, but it will be. Anyway, so this is for in sports and in martial sports, especially in martial arts where you're striking each other, you're throwing each other, you're grappling. Okay, what a person will say that I'm not that fast, okay? That guy is way too fast, and I just can't be as fast as him. Okay, so let's say in, he's not a great example, but he's a martial arts example, because Bruce Lee never fought in any sanctioned sports bout, except he was scheduled to be in one from 1960 to 1971. He was scheduled to fight a top student of Master David Gonzalez, who I was asked to play him as an actor in the movie that's not released yet, which I don't know if it's in post-production, called Bruce the Challenge. Now, this student of Master David Gonzalez, who is a Kempo karate practitioner, is friends with Bruce Lee at the time, and they were planning on having this big match in Los Angeles. I don't know exactly where. I only read the part of the script I was in, but this is an actual docudrama, meaning it's a documentary footage mixed with actors in it, and it's like a post-production special effects nightmare. So I guess that's why it's not done yet. But anyway, other than that, Bruce Lee has never been in any bouts. But the reason I bring up Bruce Lee is pretty much undisputedly known for his hand speed. Okay? His hand speed. Now, his son, the late Brandon Lee, was interviewed one time and asked, who do you think is faster, your father or you, right? And so Brandon actually gave a really good answer, which I already knew, and I'm going to share this with you. It's the speed tactic. What he said is, my dad was really, really fast. His hand speed was incredibly fast. However, no matter how fast somebody is, whether he's, okay, here you go, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, one of the greatest sport fighters I've ever seen in my lifetime so far. He's fast, he's powerful, he's like an animal. He's the greatest, as far as I'm concerned, that I've ever seen in the boxing ring, okay? Is fast. Like, let's say Bruce Lee. And I believe Bruce Lee was one of his idols. Like, he worshipped Bruce Lee and watched Bruce Lee movies. And so, let's say Bruce Lee, Mike Tyson. They have extremely fast hand speed. So if you're fighting against someone like that, the way you're going to think is, hey, I'm just not fast enough. Now, what Brandon Lee said back then, and I don't know if this is on YouTube of him quoting it. If anybody has it, please find it and post the link. I saw this in an interview. I really can't remember whether it was a martial arts programming or some movie promotional tour he was on, and somebody asked him when he was promoting one of his movies back when he was doing movies. But what Brandon Lee said is, though my father was very, very fast in his hand speed, and he was faster than most all people, his level of speed where he was faster than the other person was a very, very small amount. It's negligible. And so he said, my father appeared fast not just because he was faster than his opponents, but because he had his skill sets in. and his timing is in. Chuck Norris is known, I guess, for not being the fastest fighter back in the days he competed. Sorry, Grandmaster Norris, if you're listening to this. I don't mean any disrespect to you, but you had incredible timing when I watched you compete back in the day. You would time it just right. Your spinning back heel kick was incredible. You would knock people out, and you would turn your back to your opponent and still hit them. And the reason is because of the timing. So in the ATX ITAC, in our collective, the whole point is to realize that speed isn't the issue. It's technique and your timing. If you have your technique in, you won't try to outmuscle the situation. Now, whenever a person is nervous, if they're unprepared, if I'm unprepared, I'm going to be tense. And so I feel like if I tense my muscles, I'm going to go faster. Okay, so by tensing my muscles, I'm going like this. Okay, but look, in reality, if I'm relaxed, it's a lot faster. I'm going to do it from this side. Look, I'm tensing my muscle, right? Now look, you can't even see my hand move. It's a blur. Okay, so I don't know if you really saw that, but try this for yourself. Just try to just punch without knowing what technique you're doing and not being prepared. And you're going to notice your muscles tighten up. Now, when a person is unprepared and they tense up and they try to use their physical strength, then it's not because they're not fast enough. It's because their technique is out of practice. You're countering with the wrong technique with what's coming at you. Okay? So, the speed tactic, this is just general martial arts principle, okay, is not about speed. It's about technique. It's about how good and how prepared are you? How properly trained are you? How much have you practiced properly? That's the main key point here, is proper training. Because an individual can train improperly. And everybody, what might be a proper training for one martial arts athlete or combat athlete may not be proper for another combat athlete, because everybody has a different makeup, biochemistry, genetics, whatever. So the speed tactic, how do you be faster? And back to what Brandon Lee was saying, it was because his father wasn't, because he was faster, because his technique was, his hand techniques from his practice with Wing Chun through great Grandmaster Yip Man and Grandmaster Wong Shenglong, which is he credited as his teacher. He was, Wong Shenglong, as you know, in the Wing Chun school or clan, was known as the king of the talking hands. He talked with his hands, like an Italian, right? That's a joke, sorry, not a good joke, anyway. But he was the king of the talking hands. And so if he was Bruce Lee's elder Kung Fu brother, but as you know, like I had elder Kung Fu brother Paul, who actually taught me a lot of stuff when I was beginner until my Wing Chun Sifu started teaching me when I got a little more advanced. So Wang Shenglong was the one who taught Bruce Lee. And at that time, there is some political stuff. Bruce Lee was not 100% Chinese by blood. His mother was part English, Caucasian. And so, because of that, Yip Man could not teach him like openly with the other students. And so, according to Wang Shenglong, his Bruce Lee's elder Kung Fu brother, Yip Man asked Wang Shenglong to teach Bruce more like privately outside of the formal class setting. Because Yip Man himself was not a racist person, but they're in a society where white folks weren't considered, we weren't considered kosher at that time because of the British colonialism in Hong Kong and all that kind of stuff at the time. So anyway, once again, the speed. So we digress. Okay, this is gonna be a rambling one, as Allison would say. So I'm gonna stop now. Hello. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know where we're gonna go today, but we're headed south. It's been really cold, right, the last few days. Yeah, it was so cold. Yeah, but now it's like freaking awesome. It's like 72 degrees. Yeah, we're heading south. It's very, very dry right now in Central Texas. It's what, 27% humidity.
Well, I don't know. It may have changed now.
Yeah, so we're gonna head out, and just want to let everyone know. Stay in the divine, stay in the Lord, stay in God's love, power, and you will be immune to everything. It doesn't matter what's out there, what's coming out there. You will be strong from the inside out. Okay. All right. So speed tactic, how to not be outsped. Practice your technique and have the appropriate response for what's coming, and know that it's the right response. Then your timing will be in, and speed or how fast someone is never going to be a factor. And believe it or not, this applies with strength, like raw physical muscle strength as well. Okay? All right, man, where are we going? Don't know. Woo! We're driving away from the sunset. That's a beautiful sky there. Look at that. Wow. I don't know where we're going to end up. We'll find out. Right, we're inside of Kathy's. It's a great place to stop. And Hawaiian ho'oponopono cleaning. Bluebell ice cream. It's a cleanser. Got sweet tea. And there she is. She does. There's Kathy's corner. Okay, I'll show you what I got. The shrimp and oyster basket with collards. Yeah, with collard greens. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's fried oyster, collard greens. So good. What'd you get?
I got shrimp and crawfish.
So with this gas station, Kathy's, I'm not eating here because it's a gas station. It's because I actually like this food. Look at this. This is so delicious. See the feeling? I meant to do that. Yeah. All right, we're at the Bel Air Center here, and you have Star Ice and Teriyaki. Yeah. Woo. I'm gonna get my favorite thing. It's called beef tendon strawberry ho'oponopono cappuccino taro hayao ika strawberry ho'oponopono. One punch. Where are we? We ended up. It's been several years since we've been here. And we're at NASA! Yeah, come on, comment below on how this is actually an amusement park. 2020. Like in Southern California, kids go to Disneyland. And in Orlando, Florida, people go to Disney World. See? So we're going to do. Old hangar. There's an old hangar.
And there you go, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Woohoo! Yo, and it's sunny. Last time we were here years ago, it was overcast. Check that out. Look at that sun. Kids still. We got Oregon here. And so we are now approaching, and here's the space shuttle. Piggyback, the Independent, on the NASA jet. And we just saw Oregon. California's here too. All right. You have the pilots' names actually on the side of the jet. You can look. Moultrie and Rake and Brockett. So if you guys want to go back to our previous episode where we were here at NASA and we had a series where we talked about different things about the extraterrestrials. But like I mentioned, growing up in the South Texas area, you know how kids, maybe other parts of the world, want to be movie stars? We all wanted to be astronauts or professional sports baseball players. But here we are. Woo, that's a nice shot. All right, photo op. This is a new one. I haven't seen this guy here last time. That's supposed to be Neil Armstrong. Armstrong and Aldrin. Who did we meet? So we're inside here, and this is where we buy tickets. And as you can see, there's plenty of places to look indoors. And wow, we haven't been here for, last time we were here was 2014. You can go and look back at our old episodes. You can see how much NASA theme park has changed. Angry Birds is still here. All right, I actually paid for 1 day. Here is a fallen star meteorite. Oh yeah, radiation, guys. I'm going to the men's room. One punch! Here's a lunar lander. I play this all the time at home. That is so cool. We see it up close. Lunar lander. Yeah, yeah. Now that's a Mars lander, not lunar moon. This is there. One-starred Air Force Journal over here. The future of frozen ice cream here at NASA. Look, that's hilarious, huh? The robot arm. Ice cream. Bionic astronauts. Here you go. Look at that. They're flying, they're flying. Yeah, there's some new things here. Robo gloves. Woo! Look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, they're driving this. This is really neat. This is new. 2020 NASA, man. Deep space habitat module. Try it again.
Turn light off in bedroom.
Is it working? There it goes. There it goes.
It's not working.
Control.
Turn light on in living room. There, it worked.
Oh, that worked that time. Okay, so this is fine. Oh wow, it's virtual reality. Does it feel like you're flying?
Does it feel like you're no, flying?
No, it doesn't feel like. Look, that thing's landing. So it's like a video game, right? It's like a video game?
Yeah, do you want to try it?
Ah. Wow. Ah, I'm crashing. Oh, this is so cool. You can try it. Oh, okay. I just crashed. Here, you want to try? All right, we got the fellow bald cafe guy right here demonstrating the use of the Fortis. Look at that. All right, this is a 2020 a new thing from that I haven't seen. It is a bionic eye. So I look here to start. So, like Allison said, like Stephen Hawking, you use your eyes to manipulate the mouse, which is here. Okay. So I'm gonna put the camera down here. You can see the screen. Start. I'm manipulating the mouse with my eyes. I finally figured out how to do it. How did my response? Because my response is no. So the average person said yes response. So most people don't want to sell their genetic information. Flying in the sky. She's really flying, huh? Wow, she's flying. She's flying pretty high. Oh, this is cool. Machines can mimic our movements. Oh, look. That is neat. Whoa, I like that. That's pretty cool. That's nice. You got it. You got the ball. There you go. You got it. You got it. Nice.
Why won't it let sense my hand?
Nice. So he has to catch the ball. Is it coming out? There you go. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. And that shows where his hand is going. Get it, get it. Oh, a UV camera, it shows how sunscreen works. So with the sunscreen on, stick your hand in there, you'll be able to see that. This is new as well. Get on board Orion. Sit on the... Nice. Oh, I see. You can see what's going on here. Okay. The screen's up top. Here's the screen up top. Cool. Sand slab. Nice.
If there are, there will be some.
Oh, that's neat.
Some of our colleagues over
STEM
there.
activity. Nice. Apollo. This is great, huh? These are the old spacesuits. And we're going to do some ho'oponopono here. I'll tell you what, here in NASA, we got Hawaiian ho'oponopono going on. Hawaiian ho'oponopono. Ready? Here we go. Aloha! We got an aloha shirt here. Look at these guys. Aloha from Texas at NASA. Aloha from Texas here in NASA. Reverend Dr. Liam Sullivan Stone, DD, PhD. There you go. Look at this. This is funny Resnick. She passed away on the Challenger. This is, I think this is Judy Resnick's spacesuit. So Resnick passed away at the Challenger. I remember the day she died, 1980. 1984. Yeah, Judy Resnick was passed away on the STS-51L, launched January 28th, 1986. This is her spacesuit. So you kind of see how tall she is. Dick Scobie, Michael Smith, Judy Resnick, Ronald McNair, Ellison Onizuka, he's from Hawaii, Gregory B. Jarvis, and Krista McCullough, who was a school teacher. They exploded. The Challenger was a failure of the pressure seal in the aft joint of the right solid rocket booster. So here's just some of the astronauts we have here. The Soyuz TMA-5, October 14, 2004 to 2005. You have Commander Leroy Chow, who's USA, American, and Roscosmos. And then flight engineer, I think, is I don't know. The Soyuz is the other country. So you have the flag. He's American. He ain't. From 2008, and here you have Japan and then U.S. Yeah. So Japan, U.S. Collaboration here. There you go. A lot of Americans. Oh. Right here, a USA astronaut. He is very well known.
He's Japanese.
He's Japanese, a Japanese astronaut. The American.
And what is this?
Italian. There he is, going up again. Oh. All right. 2020. Still a lot of people here.
Power line.
Debris shield at the front, and it got hit. You see the skid marks. Typical shield for the International Space Station was hit by a 0.6-inch aluminum pellet while traveling at 10,000 miles per hour. The impact went through the two outer layers, but not the final metal layer. The final metal layer represents the airtight aluminum skin that houses the crew. Before the final metal layer is a special fabric blanket consisting of the same material used in bulletproof vests. Tile. It's a tile. Heat. Look at that. That's how thick. His head can turn. His head can turn. We got body parts here. That's so cool. Look at this. Hello. Oh, I'm gonna stand in front of the thermal camera. Here we are. Here we go. Hey, look. Is that me? Sorry, I didn't mean to. Go. No, it's okay. Sorry. Here I am. My nose. Look, I don't have a nose. What's wrong with my nose?
I'm not here.
Wait, I'm back here.
Oh, that's Grandpa.
There's Dad. There he is. That's you.
That's me.
That's look. That's great.
Look at your head.
You have a hat on.
Look at your head.
Oh, you're right here. See, look at her. Your nose is different from my nose. There's Allison's nose. And look, Allison's right there. I think the hottest is the white. It's white. So my nose is extremely cold right now. See, I'm pointing to my nose right now. My nose is extremely cold. Pretty cool. Here's Angry Bird Space Place. This was here the last time we were here. Nice. Yeah, this is from last time.
Other side to go out.
So this is her showing us how a female astronaut, washes her hair in zero gravity. That's how she washes her hair, yeah, in zero G.
And then where the water goes?
The water pools into like bubbles. So she puts the water and the shampoo together into her hair, and then she the shaft of the hair. I think it's a moisturizer. It says, I'll take part of my towel so that the water stays connected to the hair. Because in zero gravity, there's no gravity. So water only falls when you're in gravity, so there's zero gravity, right? So the water stays stuck in her hair, and then she takes a towel and then wipes it off. Girls are being encouraged to study aerospace engineering. Look, it says it's not rocket science, it's aerospace engineering. Hey, this is for you, Dr. Kem Yuen. You are an aerospace engineer. Nice. NASA dog. Canine in space. That's Snoopy in space, but his ear is inside the head. You see his ears are tucked in. Oh, that's funny. Cute, huh? Science. The Magic School Bus is here too. Look. 50% off. Oh, Laika is the first dog in space from Russia. He's the Russian dog. Like I said, this is like a theme park. We got all the merch here too. I actually enjoy this stuff. I actually enjoy this.
I had it as a kid at space camp.
Yeah, I went to space camp out here. I can't not leave without getting an astronaut ice cream sandwich. So it's freeze-dry, ready to eat space food. And I grew up eating this stuff. I'm at space camp. Wow. Well, 11 grams of sugar. And we have sugar, corn syrup, non-fat. I mean, it's all right. We have Newton's Cradle. So if you saw the last week's episode, we used the Newton's Cradle to call the goldfish Doris to come. All right, so thanks for joining us at Candid Travels, Texas. That's my Apollo 13 t-shirt. And here is the back sides of the NASA and the Space Center flag for the speed tactic for ATX ITAC and NASA. And here we have the Texas flag and the US flag side by side on separate poles. Thanks again for watching, joining our journey. Please push a thumbs up. Tell your friends, enjoy, and subscribe to our channel. Any questions, prayer requests, send to drliualohaliu@gmail.com. All right. Wow. So thanks again for joining us at Candid Travels Texas with a speed tactic and NASA 2020. Look at that beautiful sky, man. Look at beautiful sky. Look at that. Beautiful. Wow.